Hi, my name is Navir Bengal. This is my unessay project for Anthropology 101, and the topic for this unessay project is about the descendants of man and the selection in relation of sex and the origin to species, both by Charles Darwin. I will be giving you a summary / analysis about both these works, and personally I read the books and I think they're very interesting. And I do believe that I learned a lot. Basically, the goal of this whole project was for me to understand both books and get a good idea what Charles Darwin wanted to state. I wanted to figure out what he made and how it related to anthropology, this class. And these two works were very important, and they have a very big impact on evolutionary biology and our understanding of human evolution. The project I made goes into these different topics and theories that Darwin had made in these texts. Now, I think we do need some background about Charles Darwin first. Charles Darwin was a groundbreaking individual whose works were published in the 19th century, when the scientific community was grappling with various theories of life. Its origin and the development on the origin of species, published in 1859, introduced the concept of natural selection as a driving force behind evolutionary species. This revolutionary idea challenged the prevailing belief in divine creation and forever changed the understanding of the modern world. In 1871, Darwin published The Descendants of Man and Selection in Relation to Sex, which expanded upon the concept of natural selection by including sexual selection as an essential force in the evolution of species. This work also explored the evolutionary history in humans, arguing that humans and apes share a common ancestor, a notion that was met with very considerable controversy and a debate. Now, for the next areas, I will first start off by talking about on the species to origin, and then after I will be talking about on the descendants of man and selection in relation to sex. So on the origin to species presents the key concepts on the origin of species presents the theory of natural selection. This suggests that species evolve throughout a process which is advantageous traits are passed down through generation. Darwin proposed that organisms with traits that are beneficial for their survival and reproduction are more likely to pass on these traits to their offspring, eventually leading to the evolution of species over time. This work laid the foundation for modern understanding of evolution and had a very significant impact on their fields for biology and genetics. In The Descendants of Man for Selection in Relation to Sex, Darwin expands on his concept of natural selection to include sexual selection as a very important force in the evolution of species. He explains how traits that may not be very advantageous for survival can still be passed down through generation if they increase an individual's chance of attracting a mate and reproducing. Examples of this would include colorful plumage that male birds had, or the dance that certain birds had. And Darwin also talks about how the evolutionary history in humans argue that humans and apes share a common ancestor, and that our species evolved through the same process of natural selection and sexual selection as other organisms. And this had a very big impact. Both of these books had a very big impact in the scientific community. Both of Charles Darwin's works have a profound impact on our understanding of life on Earth and the process that shaped the development of species. In the theory, natural selection provided an unifying framework for explaining the diversity of life and has informed countless research and endeavors in the fields of biology, genetics, and paleontology. The concept of sexual selection has similarly advanced our understanding of the complex interplay between survival and reproduction in the evolution of species, shedding lights on the development of various traits and behaviors. The implication of Darwin's work for our understanding of human evolution and behavior is far-reaching, And by stating that humans share a common ancestor with apes and have evolved throughout the same processes of natural and sexual selection, Darwin challenged those long-held beliefs that the uniqueness of our species is a pure one and very special in the natural world. This perspective has led to a more nuanced understanding of human behavior, as well as ongoing research into evolutionary roots of human cognition, emotion, and society. Now, here are some alternate theories about Darwin's work. And I did a bit of extra work just to check it out myself. Since the publication of Darwin's work, there has been numerous debates and alternative theories that have emerged within the scientific community. While the overall concept of evolution through natural selection is widely accepted, the specific mechanisms and processes at play continue to be a subject of ongoing research and discussion. For example, the role of genetic drift, gene flow, and the relative importance of natural selection versus sexual selection in shaping species has always been a subject of debate. Additionally, the development of the field of genetics has provided new insights into the mechanisms of underlying inheritance and evolution, leading to the emergence of modern synthesis, which combines Darwinian principles with Mendelian genetics. This synthesis has further refined our understanding of evolutionary processes and has spurred new lines of inquiry, such as the study of molecular evolution and the role of epigenetics in heritability of certain traits. In the context of human evolution, there has now been debates surrounding the exact timeline of our species' development, the nature of our common ancestor, and the facts that have contributed to the emergence of anatomical modern humans. Alternative theories such as the multi-regional hypothesis and the out-of-Africa hypothesis have been proposed to explain the origin and dispersal of the Homo sapien across the globe. Research in this field of anthropology, archaeology, and paleogenetics continue to refine our understanding of human evolution, evolutionary history, and the factors that have shaped our species. In conclusion, Darwin's the descent of man and selection in relation to sex, and on the origin of species have had profound and lasting impacts on our understanding of the natural world and how the processes that drive evolution through a species. Through a comprehensive analysis of key ideas and concepts presented in these works, as well as an examination of the ongoing debates of alternate theories that have emerged since their publication. This project aims to provide a thorough understanding of Darwin's theories and implications for the field of evolutionary biology and our comprehension of human evolution. Hopefully in the future, there will be more work that talks about Darwin's theories and the relevance to this contemporary research in the field of biology, genetics, and anthropology. As new discoveries and technological advancements continue to reshape our understanding of the natural world and progress that drive evolution and the legacy of Charles Darwin. And his groundbreaking work will undoubtedly remain one of the cornerstones of scientific inquiry and a testament to power and human curiosity. I had a really good time reading these books, and overall, I do believe Charles Darwin had a major impact in how we view the world. He is truly a Casanova, and I really hope to aspire to be him. Overall, this unessay project has been quite intuitive, and I have learned a lot.